Wow. That's all I can say. Wow.
I agree with that statement.
I've been going wow since I heard it last Thursday. No, it was the day before Thanksgiving. So I heard it on the Sirius channel. I think Wednesday morning I was driving into work, and I was just driving going, wow, where has this song been? So
Great song.
Can't believe it.
Yeah,
Can't believe it's been unreleased for
Yep.
this long.
It's called Stray Bullet. It's coming in the new box Friday. I can't wait. I should have my hands on it probably by Tuesday or Wednesday, but I can't. I can't take it home till Friday. Oh well, since I do work in the industry.
At least you get
the
to
industry. I
grab it. Hold it in your hands.
I'm molested. I have Tyler Lang with me and Wayne from Wayne's Beatles. Boys, we have nice holiday.
Oh, yeah.
It was all good.
Good. And everybody's still full from... No, I wouldn't
Oh, yeah.
say.
I haven't eaten in a week.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it must have been a good one, huh?
20-pound turkey.
Yeah. So what I decided today was my before the rest of the world just starts doing it. I'll start. Well, like I said, Sirius has already been doing it.
Yeah,
but
well, you're ahead of the curve.
I like being ahead of the curve. This is the songs that are going to be on the box set coming out Friday, and you are getting loose with Bruce. By the way, heard every Monday at 5 on WRLR 98.3. I got through it all in one breath.
Nice.
As usual. No, I shouldn't say as usual, because I tend to mess it up. So we're going to play songs from the documentary that also aired Friday night on HBO. There's some acoustic stuff on there, versions from the river, and again, songs that did not make the cut the first time around 35 years ago and are now coming out on the extra disc, chock full of unreleased outtakes. And so, two of these I definitely never heard. I've been playing White Lies before. I played that way back in the beginning. And then there's another one called, actually there's three of them on here that I never heard before just the other day. And then I'm going to recap with a couple of the ones we heard already, Party Lights and Meet Me in the City again.
Yes.
So in a well-rounded hour here. So next up, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to take a little, I took chunks from the HBO documentary that aired the other night. If you get a chance, if you've got HBO, try to find it. It is on the web, but you got to be really smart in finding it. YouTube keeps taking it down. So there's, like I said, there's different ways of trying to find it. But here's an acoustic version of Two Hearts.
I went out walking the other day, seen a little girl crying along the way. She been hurt so bad, said she'd never love again. Someday you're crying, girl, and you'll find once again two hearts are better than one. Two hearts, girl, get the job done. Two hearts are better than one. Once I spent my time playing tough guy scenes, but I was living in a world of childish dreams. Someday these childish dreams must end, to become a man and grow up to dream again. Now I believe in the end, two hearts are better than one. Two hearts, girl, get the job done. Two hearts are better than one. Sometimes it might seem like it was planned for you to roam empty-hearted through this land. For the world turns you hard and cold, there's one thing that I know. That's if you think your heart is stone, and you're rough enough to whip this world alone. Lone buddy, there ain't no peace of mind. That's why I keep searching till I find my special one. hearts could get the job done. Two hearts are better than one. Now I believe two hearts are better than one. Two hearts could get the job done. Two hearts are better than one.
Acoustic version of Two Hearts, probably the most laid back version I've ever heard of it. But that was again from the HBO documentary "The Ties That Bind," aired Friday night. Tyler just informed me here that there's a free version of HBO.
It might have been just for the holiday weekend,
That could have been, yeah.
but
Check it out. You never know. Maybe maybe they forgot to turn it off.
yeah, I know both DirecTV and Comcast did
Okay.
it. So
Yeah, no, I seem to remember hearing it up by me too. So I'm sure that was a nationwide thing that they were doing.
that's what it seemed like.
Cool. Well, like I said, and then there, like I said, it's out there on the web. You have to be kind of searching a little bit. I know
Right.
somebody put the actual title of it, and that got
that's
taken
just-
down. Yep. And then somebody put the ties and left that just the way it is. No
That's
mention of Bruce at all. Yeah. And somebody, I don't know if that was up as of this morning or not, but yeah. You just got to just look around a little bit for it if you have not seen it. So, or, wait till Friday, and it's included in the box set. So, what we'll do now is we'll play another cut. This also one was left off and is in a outtake. And again, never heard this one until just the other day. And this one is called "The Time That Never Was."
Sometimes I wake up in the morning
Fabulous, fabulous. It kind of ends a little quick. Like I said, when I got these off of a certain place, the additions that were out there are kind of cut off a little abruptly at the end. So I did a little magic editing in the night.
A little bit of fading.
So Tyler's mom, Karen, who has a Etsy store. We talked about this last week.
Born to Love Bruce.
Yep.
On Etsy. That's the word.
Is that all they have to do is type it in? Born to Love Bruce?
It's all one
He
word.
brought me a fabulous little care package from her. That was very nice.
Oh, yeah, she's got some cool stuff. We got the Springsteen for President bumper stickers, guys, coming out for the election year.
And here's the Christmas ornament that I've been seeing
the
and seeing. I'm going to open it up on the air. I hope you're listening, Karen. Because
she is.
I'll do this directly on the air so she can hear my immediate response. That is beautiful. I believe in the faith that can save me. Woo! Look at that, Wayne. Isn't that nice? That is a pretty ornament.
The printer does a good job, and that's like the top-selling, top-viewed item that she's ever had.
Wow.
It's great. It's
beautiful, Karen. I hope you sell a gazillion of them out there.
She will. She's good.
Yeah. So I'll have to go plop that in the tree. The wife was talking about getting the tree up here pretty soon. So
we did that on Sunday.
Was there
We do
another
it
one?
right
I
after
don't want
Thanksgiving.
to break anything. If there was anything else, just a piece of candy.
Oh my God! Where did she even?
Or did she not? Oh,
Just a candy wrap?
I think that was accidentally in there from from somewhere else.
My
But
dad
anyway,
was eating candy while they packed it.
That's awesome. All right. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. That's cool. Some cool Bruce items that you can order from Etsy, and we don't discuss prices or anything like that on the air. Of
course not.
But we can plug stuff. We're okay to plug stuff. So Born to Love Bruce. That's very nice.
It's quality
items.
stuff.
Yeah. So, okay, so what we're doing is playing from the some of the river stuff that's happening. That last tune was The Time That Never Was. Never, like I said, heard that one before. No. But this next one, I have probably started playing. I found it in the outtakes out there probably about a year and a half ago. And I just reminded myself, not recently, I have about it's like a 4 or 5 CD set somewhere that's got all these river outtakes. Like a million of them. They're like the Lost Masters or something.
I saw something on YouTube that was like a playlist of a bunch of outtakes.
So I'd like to go back and visit that again and see if any of these are on there in those early forums. But we'll see. Right now, this is more than enough. So this next one up is called White Lies.
Little white lies.
Yeah, my little fast edit there at the end.
The fades are great.
Like I said, I think they go on for just probably a few more seconds, but whatever. And I remember now when I first started playing that one, I kept calling it Little White Lies. And I had to keep correcting myself because that's not really the title of it. So
I think a white lie, by definition, is supposed to be little.
I would
By
hope.
the way,
Why, do you tell many?
always.
Always little lies.
I actually don't have a radio show.
Oh, yeah, okay. That other pseudonym guy does that other. You know, if you grew your sideburns like really long, you'd almost look like him a little bit.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me, right?
You got that? You know, because you saw that footage from just before the
Yeah,
like
he
with
had,
the
he had
tour.
the big
He had those-
triangular.
He had the big sideys and you know he was combing the hair away. Well, here, look right there, right.
With his black jack and jacket and hair slick sweet.
Yeah. All right, Wayne, what are you thinking? This crazy Bruce stuff. You're a casual bystander today.
I don't know as much about him as you two,
Yeah,
but
well, it's
You
been
know
a
a lot
long.
about you too. You're a big Bono fan.
no, I meant to say YouTube.
We're gonna have a U2 hour pretty soon. Hey, that would be, you know, they got enough stuff too. I could do an hour on them too. But no, I got my hands full. Plus, trust me. All right, I'm gonna get one more in before the break, and then see where we're at. Now, again, off the documentary the other night, he was discussing various ways of how he was coming across the songs and what he wanted to do and the direction he wanted to go, and how he, you know, put that first album into CBS and then pulled it back and recorded for another year. And
Incredibly interesting.
yeah, it's like I said, the process alone just had to be. I bet his bandmates, I bet they were just probably ready to pull their hair out. That's what happened to Roy Bittan. Look, but yeah, they it just had to be a long, excruciating couple years. But in the long run, I'd say well worth it.
Well,
Well worth it. The album is probably one of my favorites. The outtakes too have all been great. For as far as there might be one or two here and there that are kind of but
yeah, but even with Bruce Springsteen, his like very worst is still.
I told
better
somebody
than-
once I'd pay to have him read the phone book. So there you go. All right, this is the River acoustic from that show the other night.
People were also used to the records being difficult. And once we hit Born to Run and Darkness, they were all hard records to make. This is a continuation of the story of those other albums, and that these were the days when we suffered tremendously trying to gain the knowledge of how to make records. Same thing on the river. Now, so we're trying to make a different kind of record. How do we make that record? I don't know. How do we get the snare to sound the way we want it to sound? Once again, we don't know. How do we get the kind of mixes we want? Don't really know. Once again, we were working outside the professional auspices of the recording industry. We hired ourselves, and we knew we were going on an adventure and a journey and a quest. And when you got hired on, that was the bar, that was the deal. We were still in the process of carving out our identity. For most of my audience, they were still familiar with basically just two records, Born to Run and Darkness on the Edge of Town. So we were still carving out who we were. And I needed a record that I felt had a very, very strong identity. I come from down in the valley where mister, when you're young, they bring you up to do like your daddy done. Me and Mary, we met in high school when she was just 17. We'd ride out of that valley down to where the field change on the river was I started the narrative writing, where I would inhabit a character. It was a very specific narrative story. I would sing in that voice, a character that wasn't necessarily me, or it was partly me and partly other people. And so, of course, the river was my touchstone for all of that writing that came later, where you simply step into a character's shoes and try to get your listeners to walk in those shoes for a while. The river was the key to the record, and that was a throwback, as I've said, to older folk music and an older voice. It was a very adult voice. That was a political voice in the sense that it was dealing with the Carter recession and its effects on just working people. Got a job working construction for the Johnstown Company. Lately there ain't been much work on account of the economy. All those things that seem so important, they vanish right into the air. I act like I don't remember. Mary acts like she don't care. But I remember us driving in my brother's car, her body tan and wet down at the reservoir. At night on those banks I'd lie awake, for close just to feel each breath she takes. How those memories come back to haunt me. Yeah, they haunt me like a curse. Is a dream alive that don't come true? Or is it something worse that sends me down to the river? Though I know the river is dry, sends me down the river tonight. I think the I come from down in the valley, then you're laying claim to that character's experience, and you're trying to do right by it as a songwriter, and you're taking the risk of singing in that voice. But that's the writer's job. Your job is to faithfully imagine the world and others' lives in a way that respects them, sort of honors them, and records them in your own way, somewhat faithfully.
You're listening to WRLR-LP FM 98.3.
Thank you very much, Liam. You're Getting Loose with Bruce, heard every Monday here, and we're examining the New River box set that's coming out Friday. Can't wait to get my little fingers on it and see that. I think the thing I'm more interested in out of the whole thing, what would you say?
I think you're going to say either the rehearsal live show or that pro shot.
The pro shot video.
2/3
I
video.
can't wait to see that movie. It's the November 5th, 1980s Tempe, Arizona show, and the clips I have seen just give me little goosey bumps.
The
Because
Ties That Bind is the one that they released initially, right?
And Ramrod.
Oh, you're right. It was Ramrod.
Yeah, because I literally saw him like 10 days after that show. I think it was like 10 or 15 or whatever it was. It was right there in November.
He's probably got the same outfit on.
Probably. There's been tours where if you look, there, he must buy like 10 of the same thing, and then because he gets something kind of nasty.
He's always buying stretch socks.
Yeah, stretch socks.
Yeah, I wear stretch socks.
Stretch jeans.
Ain't nothing worse than that.
All right. Anyway, enough of that. So, like I said, we're examining the River box set and its outtakes, and this was an interesting one. Kind of strange subject title itself. Nowadays, I don't know if you get it past. Well, it's coming out anyway, I guess. But I mean, it's just strange. Called White Town.
Interesting.
Can't imagine what that would mean. I have no idea.
Maybe suburbia?
I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, who knows? I guess until I read the lyrics more. I don't think I've ever even read the lyrics yet. So anyway, let's hear it. This is White Town. All right, that's White Town off of the upcoming box set coming up. Kind of nice song.
It's nice. I have no idea what the subject matter was.
No, we were yapping and not really listening. When like I said, when the I bet I could probably just find the lyrics right now. But
Yapping in the back seat.
Yapping in the back seat.
Hey, that's a good reference here because it's off the river.
Yep. All right, I'm bound and determined to get you on time tonight. Cisco. I'm going to move along and get these going. I decided to play again the one song that we played already, but it's a great song, and I think we'll be able to hopefully fit all these in. They're small, they're short and small. So here's Party Lights.
Do you miss the party lights? Do you miss the
Do you miss the party lights when you're lying in bed at night? Do you miss the party lights? 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 Do you miss the party lights?
Do you miss those party lights, Tyler?
Sure do.
You're all grown up now. No more partying.
No more partying.
Yeah.
Kicking
Yeah.
back, taking it easy.
And I think the night that we
Oh,
said, well, we're making
he's still
a
talking.
double
Let's let him go.
album, that was a big leap forward as far as giving me the freedom to go where I needed to go. I could stop worrying about taking space up with stuff that sounded like just good bar band music. There would be room for that. And that was a big decision. The scope of the record was enough to contain an actual hit single, which we had never had before. The canvas of the record was broad enough to go there. I saw the Ramones at the Fast Lane in Asbury Park, and they were great. And I went backstage, and we just sat around talking. I said, I want to write these guys a song. And ended up writing "Hungry Heart" before I went to bed that night. It was one of those songs where you write it in the time it takes you to sing it practically. Trying to lay down all the variations on relationships, the various outcomes, I think. And so everybody's got a hungry heart. So the character, while he's going through something somewhat tragic, is whimsical about it, Later in a Kingstown bar, fell in love, I knew it had to end. That's funny.
All right, that was Hungry Heart in its acoustic form, and how he came about writing it, and went on to be one of his biggest hits.
Just written lying in bed.
Yeah, he wrote it before I went to bed, so I'll popped it out. That's so amazing to me that these people had that kind of ability to do that. These songwriters, and they can just whip out a song like that. It's just crazy,
And then become a hit single.
and it could have been for the Ramones.
I would love that.
That was it. We were kind of yapping, but did you catch that on the documentary? He went to go see them in Asbury Park.
Oh yeah, no, he talks a lot about, especially in the Darkness, making of, that he was would go to Bleecker Bob's or Bob's on Bleecker,
Right,
record store,
in
and get
New
all
York.
the imports of all the punk stuff.
Yep.
So that actually informed a lot of Darkness. But we're on the river.
But I could not imagine Hungry Heart by the Ramones.
It would be a minute and a half long.
How funny they could have done it super fast, Hungry Heart. I don't know how they could have done it, but it wouldn't have sounded like that anyway.
It would.
All right. And then like I said, he also talked a lot about characters right there. And what was our show last week? Characters. So, that's, again, his characters in that song, just two souls that tried to make it work and couldn't. And so, like I said, it's, I guess Marie would have been one of the characters. Met Marie in a Kingstown bar. So, all right, we're going to fit a couple more on, and then you're going to come on. What do you got coming up tonight? On your Garage Noise show at 6 p.m.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head, I'll be honest. I'd have to look at the playlist.
Really?
Yeah.
You better get it open.
I should probably do that.
Yeah, Tyler comes out with some heavy duty. I've been listening. I told you I listen every way. I listen
right
until
to
I
the
lose
border.
you at the border. And just there's stuff that comes on and I go, wow, I wish I had that. So, it's just one of those things. I would put some of those on my phone and I just don't write them down or whatever the case is. But I enjoy what you're playing. There's some really good stuff. Some of it's depending on what it is.
Well,
but,
yeah, it's eclectic.
Yeah. Eclectic?
Eclectric.
Yes.
Electric and
Yes.
eclectic.
So, like some of those surfers, some of those girl groups you play, a little of the poppy stuff. I mean, there's all sorts of things. So
Yeah,
tune in if you want to hear some good music, right? All right. Not that this isn't good, mind you, but All right. Last thing I'm going to play from the documentary from the other night, The Ties That Bind, is the acoustic version he did of Independence Day.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's very, very moving. It's he talks about his dad, of course. That's what it's about. The reason this one hits a little for me is I left home very early. I left at 17 on good terms, mind you.
Okay.
But I know exactly how that character is and felt that he wanted out. And I, for some reason, whether it was a mistake, I look back and thinking maybe I should have stayed, try to go to school and do all these different things. But the learning experience I had, I could never try to duplicate that. Learning how to become a person and pay bills and do all the things that an adult does at that age.
Young. Wow.
It was just meant to be for whatever reason. So and they were cool with it. They didn't really give me a hard time.
That's great.
Mommy said I'd be back, but I didn't. that didn't happen. All right. Anyway, here's Independence Day.
I wanted to write songs of breath that had some breadth and depth to them. And I knew I wanted to write about the place I lived. I wanted to write about my own history, the history of my family. And I wanted to write about social forces that I felt played through that history. And so I devoured quite a few history books at the time, just trying to get a sense of where everything came from. You're brought in on a very late night, intimate conversation between two people. So that brings you in right away. Papa, go to bed now, it's getting late. Nothing we can say is gonna change anything now. I'll be leaving in the morning from St. Mary's Gate. We wouldn't change this thing even if we could somehow. The darkness of this house has got the best of us. The darkness of this town's got us too. They can't touch me now, and you can't touch me now. They ain't gonna do it. It was kind of a part of the series of songs I wrote about my dad that weren't completely autobiographical, but were pretty emotionally autobiographical. It's Independence Day, hold on the line. Say goodbye, it's Independence Day. It's Independence Day this time. Now, I don't know what it always was with us. We chose the words, and yeah, we drew the lines. There was just no way this house could hold the two of us. I guess that we were just too much of the same kind. Say goodbye, it's Independence Day. Old boys must run away come Independence Day. Say goodbye, it's Independence Day. Home and
just make their way. Come Independence Day.
He's leaving, but he's looking for something. You know, he's leaving with purpose. You know, he's trying to find those things that give him impact and presence and mass in the world.
Now the rooms are all empty down at Frankie's joint. The highway she's deserted clear down to Breakers Point. So a lot of people leaving town now, leaving their friends their homes. At night they walk that dark and dusty highway all alone. Papa, go to bed now, it's getting late. Nothing we can say is gonna change anything now. There's just different people coming down here now, and they see things in different ways. Soon everything we've known will just be swept away. So say goodbye, it's Independence Day. Papa and I know the things you wanted that you could not say. Say goodbye, it's Independence Day. I swear I never meant take those things away.
It was just a discussion. You've reached some understanding of who your parents are and their humanity and your own also, and that you're gonna take different paths. It's a song that is it's quite without bitterness, some regret and some sad understanding, and also the exhilaration of being cut free.
A 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey girl, I'm calling all stations, blowing down the wire tonight. I'm singing through these power lines, and I'm running on time and feeling alright. Skipping over the currents in the air, reaching to see if you're out there. Come across your radio station, calling out nation to nation. If you can hear me, then say alright. And if you can, meet me in the city tonight. I was busted for feeling no pain. Sharpers doing things I can't explain. Picked up for parole violation. Locked with the boys in the subway station. Handcuffed on the killing floor. Transmitting from behind these jailhouse doors. If you're sick, if you're tired, if you're bored, then check the line, check the time, check the action, check the score. Come and get me if I ain't right. But if I am, meet me in the city tonight. Everybody's lost in romance. Do you feel the way I feel? Oh, I'm just searching, girl, for the blood, for the bone, for the muscle, for what's real. I was busted for feeling no pain. Charged with doing things I can't explain. Picked up for parole violation. Locked with the boys in the subway station. I pushed my way through the heart of the crowd. I shoved my way through the heart of the crowd. Past the sign saying this is not allowed to wear. Someone standing straight and shouting out loud. Handcuffed to the jailhouse door. Transmitting from the gallows floor. If you're sick, if you're tired, if you're bored, then check the line, check the time, check the action, check the score. If you can holler, then say alright. If you can holler, then say alright. If you can holler, then say alright. If you can holler, then say
All right. Say all right. Meet me in the city tonight. So, I don't have you on. There you go.
That's okay.
That's
I just
good...
yelled all right.
All right.
Like they did in the song.
I kind of ruined my whole little thing there. Go back to number one there. There we go. Anyway, I just wanted to say real briefly before I let go, having a nice week, folks. We're coming up on the holidays. We'll have some nice little, maybe some Bruce Christmas music coming up, which I had last year.
2 songs?
No, you'd be more than, I'll have to show you. You're more
all
than
right.
you think.
I believe you.
There's a lot.
We looked at the list. It just says Christmas.
Oh, does it?
Oh, wait, no, that was Halloween.
That was Halloween. All right. Anyway, coming up next is Tyler Lang with Tyler Be Good. I'm sorry.
Tyler Be Good.
With Garage Noise. And Hope could play some good stuff. And I'm going to leave you here with a little snippet, one more little tiny snippet from the documentary the other night. And I'll call you during the week and let you know how the box feels and looks and, whatever.
Take all the pictures.
I'll try to get you a copy out of there. I don't know. It's depends on what comes in the door, right? So, yeah. All right. Anyway, this has been Getting Loose with Bruce on WRLR. We'll talk to you all next week. Thanks for listening.
Once I dreamed we were together again, baby, you and me. Back home in those old clubs, the way we used to be. We were standing at the bar, it was hard to hear. The band was playing loud, you were shouting something in my ear. Pulled my jacket off as the drummer counted four. He grabbed my hand and pulled me out on the floor. You just stood there and we started dancing slow. I pulled you tighter and swore I'd never let you go. Well, I saw you last night down the avenue. Your face was in the shadows, but I knew it was you. You were standing in the doorway out of the rain. You didn't answer when I called out your name. You just turned and looked away, like just another stranger waiting to get